What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for stopping by. And I want to start off this tonight's live with this meme I saw. This is very, very funny and true. This is exactly how I was living when my wife met me. I'm not even kidding you. The meme here is that if it weren't for women, all men would live like this till the end of the time. Mattress on the floor, pistol, water bottle. I might have had a dip spit bottle there and an AR propped up against the wall, maybe a couple of dumbbells, but pretty much that was me. Let me know in the comments if you're the same way. For some of you guys probably, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd still be living like that. Let's just be honest. Anyhow, so you know how I always say that the end game for these guys is to make you eat bugs, right? That's their goal. Well, Tyson Foods, one of the biggest meat producers, is investing in insect protein. So not a conspiracy theory. And that's not the conspiracy theory we're talking about tonight, but this is one of them. Not a conspiracy theory. There's been articles by the left saying, oh, we're not trying to make you eat bugs. No, they're trying to. They're sneaking it in things. There's like potato chips and stuff like that has cricket flour in it currently. Okay, so this is not some made up junk, but I want you to guess who the largest investor is in Tyson Foods. Take a wild guess before I show you. Tyson Foods sells majority stake to Chinese company in September 29, 2022. Well, I'll be damned. Yep, it's all part of their master plan. Make you weak, make you eat bugs. So you'll be built. They want you to be building iPhones here. That's what all this is going on. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight as well. But talking about China, right? Our biggest adversary, lots going on. I think they're behind everything you're seeing right now. So China, apparently Chinese scientists have discovered discovered 8 never seen before viruses. And now they plan to experiment with them. Not a joke. Literally, let me actually pull this article up for you real quick. Not a joke. They found these 8 never seen before viruses, and they're experimenting with them. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Just give me a second, because I did have the article plugged, but here we go. Chinese discover 8 never before seen viruses, and now they plan to experiment with them. So they found them on a tropical island, right? Lurking, they said. And they could infect humans. Researchers were tasked with preparing the world for future pandemic and they took almost 700 samples. What could go wrong? From rodents living on Hainan Island just off Chinese southern coast. 8 of the novel viruses, including one belonging to the same family as the COD, were uncovered in the project funded by the Chinese government by way of Wuhan. You don't say. You don't say. That's just what we need. You know, along with everything else that's going on, World War III and everything else, they're now playing with viruses out there. But did you guys know that, talking about China, that the PLA has positioned 6 warships in the region, Middle East region, and this includes a Type 52D guided missile destroyer, a frigate, and integrated supply ship. So this is part of the 44th Naval Escort Task Force with the People's Liberation Army. And these ships started head that way on October 14th. So they're saying these vessels were put in the Middle East because of the heightened regional tensions with the United States. And after we put the USS Gerald Ford there, they decided to put theirs there as well. So obviously posturing. And with that, you may think, well, it's pretty serious stuff. I mean, it's pretty serious stuff's going on. You see Israel, Iran, we have all these things going on, and you think it could be serious enough for the president. Well, he's taking a little break. He's going to the beach. We're looking at freaking World War III, and he's hanging out on the beach. Even rapper 50 Cent posts on his Instagram. He says, "Hey, Joe, get the F up. We in trouble, man," with a picture of Joe Biden sleeping on the beach. Yeah, so everybody is like, what's going on? So let's talk about the conspiracy theory, though, because we're always right about them. Every time we turn around, everything we say comes true. Every single one. I mean, has there really? Let me know in the comments. Has there been one that's been wrong? Because I don't think there has. I think every single one has come true. And George Floyd, let's bring him up. The martyr saint for the leftist Marxist Biden administration. His toxicology report here. So the report here shows that he had a lethal dose of fentanyl in the system. Now, we said that. We were saying that. We all said that. But when you said that, you were called a racist. You said you were a conspiracy theorist. No, Derek Chauvin, the racist cop, murdered George Floyd. There's video, and you guys seen it, I'm sure, that George Floyd actually swallowed the narcotics, right? Which led to him saying he couldn't breathe. I guess you won't be able to breathe if you swallowed this amount of fentanyl. Now, he doesn't only have fentanyl in the system. He's got meth, cannabis, amphetamines, all kinds of stuff. I mean, he's loaded. Even drinking Monster, I guess, caffeine. But Derek Chauvin got charged with murder because of this. And we all know this was political. This was leading into the 2020 election, so they had to push every piece of propaganda they can to get votes, right? We know George Floyd had swallowed the fentanyl. Yeah, someone said right here he was walking a drugstore, literally. He was a drug dealer. He was a criminal. He held a gun to a pregnant woman's belly, right? But he was treated like he was some kind of martyr saint. Still this day is. I mean, the White House remembered his 50th birthday a few months ago, right? But looking back, Derek Chauvin obviously in jail. I think he's putting in an appeal package. There was riots. Businesses were burnt to the ground. People lost their livelihood. Some people lost their lives. People were killed in the streets over this stuff, right? It divided the country. The Floyd family received $27 million because George decided to swallow a handful of fentanyl, right? They got a $27 million settlement. You think they'll give that money back? No, of course not. They defunded the police. Remember that? Remember Chop Chaz? The Summer of Love? A lot of people forget about this stuff. You got to think about it. You forget, but this was reality. This stuff actually happened. And then, they shut down police TV shows. On Patrol Live came back on the air, but it was live PD before they completely shut that whole series down. They tried to shut Chase down on Paw Patrol, right? No joke. You had the leftist politicians donning kente cloth and taking a knee. Now, I would, just talking about this for a moment, I would say this is pretty presumptuous and maybe even racist, in my opinion, that they wore kente cloth. Kente cloth originated in Ghana. What is George Floyd's ties to kente cloth? Do we know? Right? I do know that my family is from Ireland. I know that for a fact. Would I want people after my death to wear Irish flags or garb? No, I'm not from Ireland. I have ancestors that are. I don't care where my ancestors came from, to be honest with you. I don't care what they did. I don't care who they were. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care what happened to them. I'm an American. The American flag means something to me, not some foreign flag that I have no significance to. Obviously, I'm glad my ancestors came here to give me freedom by whichever way they did. I wouldn't have cared how they got here, but thank God they got here because I'm in a free country. I mean, it's still free. We're trying to keep it free. Joe Biden and his minions are trying to stop that. But going back to that, I don't freaking care, right? And no disrespect to the Irish folks out there. I'm not disrespecting you, but it's not my country. That's my ancestor country, not mine. So again, I just wanted to talk about this because we were all fed a lie. We knew it was a lie, but a lot of people don't. And if you go ask a lot of Americans right now, they're gonna say no. Derek Chauvin, his knee on George Floyd's neck, which it was on his back. It was on his back. We saw it, and we knew it. We said it was, and we were called liars again and again and again. Every freaking time we're called a liar, we're kooks. You don't even have to be a devout Trump supporter. You're going to be called a MAGA guy if you go against anything. If you state the truth, that's what they'll call you. You'll get boxed in. And you were called conspiracy theorists, and that's how it is. They try to devalue the things you say that you know for a fact to be right. They try to devalue it by saying these things. They try to make it seem like you and I are incompetent, when in all reality, we are the truth seekers. And never let them affect you. No matter how many of them there are that call you conspiracy theorists, a liar, whatever they call you, a reject, a kook, whatever they call you. Never let them affect you and keep speaking the truth, guys. And that's the only way we're going to win. Never bow down to these people because they're morons, imbeciles. They are. Because they'll believe whatever story CNN, by way of China, has written up for them to say, to divide us as Americans. Anyhow, guys, thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me tonight. Let me know your comments on this. Again, it upsets me, it sickens me that this is the way the country's gone. And the media, and politicians run the show. And they run it by way of lies or fact checking you. And the fact checker is some guy that lives in his mom's basement, eating Frito-Lays, right? Eating hot dogs. But drop a comment, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And guys, remember, stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Take care.